What's up, YouTube? So, in today's YouTube live, we're going to talk about should you slow down your second serve. I did a lesson yesterday with an adult and we worked on second serve, and he's been having lots of trouble in match play. And what he said is he's been sort of going for it at first serve, typically, and then second serve, he's been taking the pace off and trying to be a bit more cautious. But what he's finding is he's double faulting quite a lot. It's quite a common problem, which we see an awful lot, especially sort of at club level here in the UK. So the answer to the question is no, you shouldn't slow it down. Now, the reason why players slow it down is because they think they're being more cautious and safer. So they're taking the pace off and they're aiming just to get the ball over and in. But the problem is if you slow the pace down too much, you actually lose what controls the ball, which is the speed and the spin. So the quicker you move the racket head through the ball, the more spin you generate. Again, it depends on how you move the racket head over the ball. So by slowing the racket head down, you actually generate less spin, less control. And what tends to happen if you slow it down flat is you just punch. And also from a mental point of view, if you're slowing the racket down, it's a lack of confidence. So when you're stepping up and hitting that second serve, you're not fully confident. You're going to hold back, and as soon as you start making one or two mistakes, then the service game probably will fall apart. So if we don't slow the racket head down, what should we do? Well, we should just increase the spin. So if you look at the top level, the second serve in terms of miles per hour is slower, but it's just an increase in speed. So first serve is generally flat. Second serve will either be a slice or topspin. Not all the time. Again, depends what the player's trying to do with the serve to set up other shots and so on. So what you should change rather than the pace is change the racket angle. So to hit a flat serve, the racket's going to be flat on contact. On the second serve, the racket should start to close more. So a slice will come around the outside, topspin may go up the back of the ball. So rather than changing the speed, just change the angle, change the amount of spin that you're putting on the ball. And the spin, especially sort of slice and topspin, is going to give you an arc more over the net. So more clearance over the net means less risk. And the more spin you put on the ball, it's going to loop up, and then the spin's going to pull the ball down, sort of down into court. And you've got to be confident with it. And if you were to watch any good player serve first and second, the speed won't change, but the spin will change massively. And it's all about the velocity of the ball. So going up through the ball and just changing the path of the racket and the angle of the racket rather than changing the speed. So quick, short, sharp YouTube live today. It's really hot here in the UK. I'm just about to go into a school and do some do some lessons in a high school, and it's absolutely baking. It's about 32 degrees. I'm sitting in my car, absolutely sweating. So hopefully you enjoyed these little YouTube lives. I'm going to try and do a couple each week. Feel free to leave a question down in the comment for my next YouTube live. And until next time, I'll see you soon.